Hello guys, welcome back to another chess video. This is Amit here, and today I'll be showing you all an interesting game played by Maxinski and Pratten in the year 1948. In this opening, actually, White actually gains a lot of pieces, but Black manages to checkmate the White with 3 minor pieces by sacrificing the queen. So hope you watch the video till the end, and so let's begin with the game. White opens with e4, e5, and nf3 and c6, bishop c4, bishop c5, c3, queen e7, and castle. Now White's main idea is to open up the center with the d4, and on pushing d4, then pawn takes the pawn, and if pawn takes the pawn, then White will have a great center, and he will be able to attack the center and Black's king side, wherever Black may castle either on the king side or on the queen side. King side means king to g8 castling, and queen side means king to c8 castling. So he will be able to easily attack the Black king. That's what is the idea. But if Black doesn't go for opening the center, then it will be a competitive game to proceed. And Black plays d6, d4. White's idea is clear. He is trying to open up the center and attack the Black king. So Black doesn't allow White to open up the center, and he gets his bishop back to d6, and White starts focusing on the Black's queen side bishop, and he actually pushes the pawn to b4, and now his next plan is to push on with the a4 and try to trap the Black bishop. So now if Black plays some careless move like knight f6, then a4, and if Black castles, now his bishop is trapped. Bishop cannot come here or take this pawn, and he is actually trapped. So Black is trapped. So Black plays bishop to g4, now counter-attacking the White's knight on the f3 square. So White continues with this idea of a4. So Black pushes the pawn to a5, making a square for his bishop on the a7, and also now if b5 is played, he takes his knight back to d8 and further gets his knight to e6 and then to f4. If White bishop stays on this diagonal, it will be quite difficult for Black to get his knight to f4, but if White's bishop is not on that diagonal, then he may easily get his knight to f4 and try to attack the g2 square and mate the White king. So that is what his idea. So knight d8, bishop a3. Now White's idea is to bring his queen to d3 and try, and here the bishop is pinning this pawn. So now if queen d3 comes, then knight takes e5, it will be a threat for Black. So he has to move away from the pin, or either take the knight or move away from the pin. So White plays bishop a3, and here Black moves on with his idea of f6. Now he doesn't want to take the only active piece as of now, which is bishop on the g4. Both the knights are passive at the back rank, and he has only 2 bishops which are actively attacking. So he doesn't want to give up his active piece, and he plays f6. Now rook a2 is played. Rook a2 might be somewhat a different move which will normally not be played. Maybe his idea is to guard the f2 square, or he doesn't want to develop his knight to d2, and because if knight d2 is played, then pawn takes pawn and bishop takes the pawn, and black will be simply a pawn up. So he may actually take the pawn, and white takes back with the pawn, and bishop takes the pawn if the knight is on d2. And since this knight, he cannot take the bishop, his knight is pinned and queen will be taken if he takes. So that's what is his idea. So he doesn't want to move the knight from guarding a3. And now here black proceeds to play his knight to e6. Now white captures the pawn on the e5 square, and black captures back with the bishop pawn. And now if knight takes the e5, then it is pinned, so bishop will capture the queen, so he cannot make that move, and he plays queen d5. Now here comes a blunder, you can say, by black. He plays queen d5, attacking the knight twice. Now if black takes the knight on the f3, then white simply captures the knight on the e6, so he cannot dare to capture the knight on the f3 square. So now he captures because he wants to attack the white's king side. He thinks that this position should be okay for black, because now white is simply has pushed all his pawns in the center and the side, so this a4 and b5 pawn may be attacked if black moves on to the endgame. So his knight may come to c5 and attack the a4 pawn, so he allows for this exchange. But now white captures the pawn on the b7. So white undermines the black's attack on the king side and takes the pawn on the b7, which is actually good. But now you can see that black played a blunder. Instead of a good sacrifice, it was a blunder. Black played queen to g4, attacking showing a mate in 1. So white captures the rook on the a8, and now king moves to e7. So now here you can pause the video in order to find out the move which had to be played by white, so that he could try to stay on in the game, and he had a lot of advantage here. But in the game he did not actually play that move. So black's tremendous attack got to the white's pieces, and he fell down with the attack. So here white had to play bishop to d6, which is really hard to find in a real-time game, because now if king comes here, then white simply gives check, king goes to e7, captures the knight, and now if he comes here, then g3, it should be okay for white. Now there is no further attack, so it should be okay for white, and he simply exchange up, so he will be able to hold the game. But in the game, what happened? White did not take the pawn on the d6 square, and he played g3. Now g3 is played because next is a mating one, so he played g3, which is absolutely fine. But now knight f4 is played. Here also white had a chance of giving back the bishop and try to attack the black king. So here also he missed that move, and he played casual looking move, which is the move rook to e1. Rook to e1 is played. Now black is threatening a mate on the next few moves by getting his queen to h3 and trying to checkmate the white king. So here white actually played knight to d2. Now here comes a brilliant move by black. Here also white had a chance to draw by opening up this center. So he could actually open up the center, and pawn on the d6 could be captured with the bishop. Then his queen could have come to open file, but here also he missed that move, and he played, when knight f6 was played, white actually took the rook on the winning move for black. Yeah, the winning move for black is queen h2. Once queen h2 is played, king takes the h2. King has to take the h2 square. Now you can find out mate in 2, mate in 3, which will be played by minor pieces. Yeah, you can pause the video. Now knight to g5. Now white has the only square of moving to king to g1. So again another check comes on the h3 square, and he plays his king to f1, and it's again knight h2 is a mate, brilliant mate, because now king cannot move here or here or here because all the squares are guarded. So it's a checkmate with 3. There was a position where white could actually survive and win the game as well, but it happens during time pressure, and in a game it is very difficult to find such moves. Yeah, that's it for today. Hope you like this video. If you like this video and are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and show your support. Thank you.